Boom shakalaka, the Bitcoin golden vigor signal, 2 likely near price predictions, and 1 reason to potentially be very scared. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Left. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including the golden vigor signal, some recent price predictions, and 1 very scary chart. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at Crypto Love. Push that like button. Now today, Fear and Greed 53, up from yesterday's 50, pretty much the same territory in the 50s for the past month. The overall market down a little over 0.5%. Bitcoin at 29.5, Ethereum at 18.50, BNB at 2.42, XRP 62 cents, Dogecoin 7 cents, Cardano 29 cents, Solana $24, and Tron 7 cents. And if you want the top coins today based on AI, they would be Dogelon, Mars, Cosmos Hub, VeChain, Cardano, and Qdom. And even though I never thought I'd see Dogelon Mars on a top coin picked out by AI, well, you can check out Token Measures for free. There's a link down in the description. Now, Bitcoin sitting between the 50 and 100-day moving average, just above the multi-month long trend line, this white line right here. Sideways price action for well over a month at this point. But it does appear like Bitcoin tends to have 3 touches and go. You can see the downtrend touches it 3 times and takes off pretty much every cycle. We had our 3rd touch back in December, so likely in all up territory. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin is right on track. Time to break above would be roughly about 6 months. You could see, comparing it with previous cycles, right now we are right in the mix of roughly 6 months or so to break above previous all-time high based on previous cycles. Right now, there is a long-term investor mean reversion model, a new Bitcoin model, suggesting that we had the extreme oversold back there in December. Right now, the score is 0.3 out of overbought is towards the 10 territory. So there is a lot higher to go in the price based on this. And if we take a look, Bitcoin comparing it with the Chinese 10-year and the 10 years MACD, we can see that these were pretty much very definitive signals for buying Bitcoin, at least getting it at the best moments possible. Now, Bitcoin has lined up pretty significantly with a parabolic pattern forming where we have getting resistance, breaking through there, finding another top, and then breaking through that. You can see here in 2016 and 2020, we had a very similar pattern forming, which would suggest the price would go up. But we also have this golden vigor signal. One of the most important bullish signals just confirmed after making a cross above the golden vigor threshold, this yellow line right here, or gold line. We now have a second cross to confirm a run. Take some time to look at what this means. The best of the bull market is scheduled to come soon. So when you have a cross above and then another cross, that is the golden vigor signal that generally signals a nice golden run for Bitcoin. So likely we have a big run coming. First stop, how about 39.6? If we take a look, for 4 months, Bitcoin has battered and consolidated under the $31,000 resistance outlined by the TD sequential. These support and resistance zones are very important. 39.6, pressure is building for the next target. That, coincidentally, is roughly the mean value of Bitcoin for the halving, $40,000, which every halving Bitcoin has led at the mean value price. Well, this time $40,000 at the upcoming halving. As a matter of fact, we have a bear flag back here when the market was going down. We have a bull flag right up here. Guess what? The target for that is actually $50,000. So maybe going higher than that $40,000 that everybody is looking at. But there is one chart that is quite concerning. Now, everybody knows Tony the Bull as the bull, but he's setting up to become the biggest bear in crypto over the next year. As a contrarian, he's fully expecting a left-translated 4-year cycle peak before the Bitcoin halving. You can see right here, thanks to a right-translated 12-year cycle peak, like you can see right here. Now, intra-cycle dynamics began to change after the 12-year cycle crest. This is the inflection point where Bitcoin held in reserves began declining for the first time ever. You can see it right up here. And that was the time when Bitcoin reserves started declining, the amount on exchanges started declining. Now, a cycle peak is coming when nobody expects it, followed by the worst bear market ever, as this completes the first ever Elliott wave 12-year super cycle. Could this happen? Yeah, absolutely. I'm always for contrarian things because generally the market moves to inflict the most pain possible, and everybody's expecting a peak after the halving. It would be more likely that it would occur before the halving. As a matter of fact, if you saw the video a couple days ago, we were talking about how $100,000 Bitcoin in the next 4 months is actually quite likely, which would basically line up with this very, very well if we saw a top here in the next few months. So that being said, how do you best protect yourself in this type of scenario? Well, you go and look at the Pi Cycle top or cbbi.info, the Colin Talks Crypto Bitcoin Bull Run Indicator. But the Pi Cycle top indicator has never been wrong so far at picking out tops. Now here in 2013, it did pick out 2 tops to this cycle, but every time since then, it has picked out the absolute top. Would be the next thing to take a look out for, especially if we start to see that $100,000 in the next few months. Well, you may want to check the Pi Cycle indicator, see if that is an actual top. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.